Sorry, I'm late, but my audio was messing up. But we're here. Hello. Hello, hello. Can I hear myself? Yes. Can you guys hear me? Do I sound okay? Hopefully. Hello and welcome back to another stream. If you're currently watching this, we're back. I said I was gonna stream again, and here I am streaming again. We missed yesterday. Last week I streamed on Monday and Wednesday, right? Monday and Wednesday, yeah. And I was gonna try to stream yesterday, but I had some things I had to do, so now I'm here on this Tuesday. Will I stream tomorrow? No, I don't think so. Maybe there's a small chance I might stream tomorrow, but for now we're just gonna stream right now. If you're currently watching this, I appreciate you still sticking around, being here. And what made you click on this stream is what I'm officially asking every stream. If you clicked on the stream, why? Is the question. But what are we doing today? What are we doing? I'm thinking about streaming for like, I don't know, an hour and 30 or so. And where's my phone? Just realized I don't know where my phone is. I should probably get that at some point because I have my bedtime alarm that's supposed to go off at some point. So I should probably turn that off. Yeah, I just don't know where my phone is. I really do want to play some Final Fantasy VII again. We played that last time. I played it very briefly since off stream, but not enough. So I would like to continue playing that, but also what I was thinking about doing, I don't know how fun it is because I just don't know how fun it is to watch, but I do have some where is it? Where's my thing? Boom. That is upside down for you guys. Why is it upside down? It's kind of funny to be upside down, actually. Yeah, why is it upside down? Elgato. Why? I kind of know, I guess, why it's upside down. Did I set something up to flip it? No. Nope. Yeah, I guess I don't. I mean, I guess I could flip it. Here, let's flip it. Flip vertically. Bam. There you go. What ISO is it even on? What is it? Let me see how that looks like to you guys, because I have this night mode turned on. I mean, that's not awful, right? You guys can see. Like, if I were to pull out a card and show you guys a card, you'll be able to see that, right? Kind of. Somewhat viewable. I wonder what ISO I have this on. I was pretty high ISO, actually. Maybe I just need some light. Point one of these lights down here. But yeah, maybe we can play some Magic, some Commander online. I've been working on my Cloud X Soldier deck. Here it is. Here's this baby. Look at that. Bam. God, it's so weird because it's upside down, and it's flipped as well. We could do that. I just don't know how fun it is to watch, you know? Yeah, I should probably flip one of these lights to point down here. What's the easiest way to go about it? let's take all these cards out. I've been upgrading my cloud deck. I actually just got some new stuff. I got some stuff in that I haven't played, and I also just got this in the mail. This card is pretty cool. You can't read it because it's flipped vertically. Let me get out of this little package though. But it is Nahiri, forged in Fury. She has affinity for equipment, so she costs 1 mana less for equipment, so she could be as cheap as 2 mana if I have 4 equipment out. And then whenever an equipment creature you control attacks, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card this turn. You may cast equipment spells this way without paying their mana cost. So that's sick, dude. That's absolutely sick. If you know anything about Magic, it basically just lets me play equipment cards for free, which is pretty nutty. Gonna put it in a little inner sleeve, and probably gonna put it inside my deck. Yeah, but I definitely want to play some Commander. Again, I don't know how fun it is to watch if anyone does show up. So let's see what other cards I've been cutting out. I tried to add that, but I cut that out. I kind of cut some interesting stuff here. Let me figure out, let me maybe flip this this light over and see if that helps. Give me a second. I'll be right back. Okay, I've returned. I think I have a solution, but it might be too bright of a solution. Way too. This is actually kind of crazy though. This might actually help with a few things. Hold on. Sorry, I'm still trying. Okay, let's try this. How fucking bright am I on this screen? This is awesome. So I put this light like fucking blinding me in front of me, but if we go back here, it's a lot brighter. So that's cool. I'm like bright as hell, dude. Maybe I could block it on myself and just have it pointed. I could probably do that with like a piece of paper or something. Instead of doing this, instead of flipping it vertically, I'm just gonna grab this thing and I'm gonna rotate it. Right click, transform, rotate. There you go. Now you guys can actually read these cards. If I had it. All right, give me a second. Give me another second. 2 seconds. All right, let's try this for like the millionth time now. Ta-da! I'm still like hella blown out, but this is better, I think. Also, I think because I'm like hella brighter, the what is it? One of these. I feel like there's some sort of effect happening here. I don't know. I can't tell. It's one of these. My camera looks hella washed out, but it is what it is. All in the sense of now we can. But now that these things are playable, I think somewhat. So strange. I think it's just the hue of this light or something. Because like if I twist it away, it's a little better. If I have it here, it's a little too strong. Somewhere in there. And then I just... Okay. That's where we're leaving it. Okay. So, here's some cards that I cut out of this deck. So. You guys want to just go with me and just kind of show you my deck? I'm gonna show you what I'm working with. Let's do that. Let's do that. I'm kind of this is a good practice for me as well, knowing like what I have in here and what's the purpose. So as my main commander, I'm running Cloud X Soldier. He's a new commander, just came out with the Final Fantasy set. That seems really fun to play. I don't usually play these colors, so I think that's the other reason why I chose this. And I wanted an equipment deck. I've been wanting an equipment deck for a very long time, which is another reason why I picked this out. I do have the dog meat deck that came out with the Fallout set stuff, and I never really played it because I never really got to play it because I don't think I necessarily like that specific style of equipment deck, or maybe I just never really got to upgrade it the way I wanted to. I think that's the other reason. Hold on, give me a second. I understand now what's causing that weird effect. There you go, fixed it. So yeah, I got the Cloud Commander deck. I really liked it baseline, but of course I want to upgrade it because I want to have fun with it. So how am I going about upgrading it? Well, let's look for things that I've upgraded. This land I did not upgrade. This forest I did upgrade. I actually added this shinier forest. Let's divide my deck into things. Actually, I'm curious. So far I'm gonna do basic, non-basic lands. Let's separate that. Here's our first equipment. So it is Conqueros Flail. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Maybe I'm wrong. But it is an artifact equipment. Equipment creature gets +1/+1 for each colors among permanents you control. As long as, I guess let's break it down per thing. So this creature gets +1/+1 for each color permanents I control. The max color permanents that I could have is red, green, and white, because my commander's identity is that. So if I have, so the max I can get +1/1s from this is a +3/+3, just period off of that. The max, the minimum would be hopefully a +1/+1. I guess technically it could be a +0/+0 if I don't have anything, but that would be hard to do on an equipment, on a creature. I don't think I have many colorless creatures. I do have a few though. As long as this equipment is attached to a creature, your opponent can't cast spells during your turn. So really good stuff. It's a 2 mana, 2 equip, pretty cheap, and it could buff up my things up to +3/+3. So if I put this on Cloud, and I have, because I have color among permanents you control with 3 on Cloud is immediately a 7/7, and that would trigger his ability. I guess I didn't really speak of Cloud's ability, but for you guys that are Magic players, you kind of know what's happening here. But he has haste, so he immediately can just attack on the turn he's casted. Whenever Cloud enters, attach up to 1 target equipment you control to it. So I can put something equipped it to him for free, and then whenever Cloud attacks, draw a card. So anytime he attacks, I get to draw a card. Draw a card for each equipped attacking creature you control. So not just him, any creature. For each attacking equipped creature, I get to draw a card. I guess, have I been doing that? I feel like I haven't been doing that. I feel like I've just been drawing 1 card. Well, that's interesting. That's all me. I goofed in the last few games that I've been playing. I don't think I played it all the time, but I'm realizing that the last game I played, I only was drawing 1 card. Oh well, I almost won that game too, so it's fine. Then if Cloud has power 7 or greater, I get to create treasure tokens. So this immediately will enable that ability. So I think it's a really good card. I am keeping this into my equipment pile. Moving on, Arcane Signet, really good ramp, 2 mana or mana of any color. This is staying as a ramp. Here's one of the first swapped equipments that I added to this deck. Caldra Complete. Complete. I already had this from a Commander Masters Precon, the Eldrazi one. It comes in it. It's a really good card. It is very expensive at 7 mana. The equip cost is 7, but it is a living weapon. So that means that whenever this thing enters, instead of just entering as an equipment that needs to be equipped to do something, it enters with a Phyrexian Germ already equipped. So it's immediately for 7 mana, you're getting a 5/5 creature basically. That has, so it's a living weapon, so it comes in as a creature with a creature. So that's pretty cool. It has indestructible, great. Equipped creature gets +5/+5. Has first strike, trample, indestructibility, haste, and whenever this creature deals combat damage to a creature, exile that creature. This is like an insane card, dude. This is like an insane card. For 7, boom, it already comes in with a creature. This is an indestructible. Now this is indestructible while this is equipped. It's a 5/5 with first strike, with trample, with haste, can attack immediately, and whenever it hits something, it's gone. That's insane. Yeah, I would like to keep this card in here. I think I would like to. And then of course, if I were to have this on the board and I cast Cloud, goodbye Phyrexian Germ. It's going onto Cloud immediately, making him a 9/9 with first strike, trample, indestructibility, haste he already has, and he kills other things. So I would like to have this one. This is going to my equipment pile. Let's see. This card, Unfinished Business. For 5 mana, sorcery, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield, then return up to 2 target auras and or equipment cards from your graveyard to the battlefield attached to that creature. For 5 mana. For 5 mana, I'm returning a creature and a max 2 equipment onto the battlefield. That's a little pricey. That's a little bit pricey. I like so I have a couple of themes going with my deck, and one of them is returning stuff from the grave. I like the idea of being able to bring stuff from the grave, but this might be a little, maybe this is not worth it. Now that I'm reading it again, I feel like there might be better things that I could have in here, you know? I have about 6 things that can bring things back from the grave, either equipment or creatures or both. I think this is one of the one that does both. I'm gonna put this in the maybe pile. There might be a chance to cut that card. Bloodforge Axe, another equipment card. Costs 1 to cast, 2 to equip. Equipped creature gets +2/+0. Whenever equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, create a token that's a copy of this. Insane. I attach this to any creature, it attacks, it makes another copy. I can just attach it. If this creature attacks, then it makes 2 axes. I can attach those. It gets insane quick. I think it's just so hilarious. Having the ability to just like make copies of things. Also, I like this card in here because I can not only just buff up my one creature, but I can have multiple of these things. So it's never really going away. It's hard to fully remove this, I feel like, and I can equip even smaller creatures to also buff up, you know? So it can help me with a little bit of that if I want to go wide strategy. So I like that. I think I'm keeping that. Memories of Nibelheim. This is Stroke of Midnight. I added this, of course, because it's a beautiful card, and I need removal. I don't think it's necessarily the best removal. I think it's good enough, maybe. I haven't fully tested it enough to see if it's worth keeping in here, but it is one of my targeted removal pieces, or targeted disruption. 1 out of 11 targeted disruption that I have here. For 3 mana, I can, with an instant, I can destroy target non-land permanent, and that controller makes a 1/1 human. I feel like that's a good trade-off. Non-land permanent, it could be anything that's not a land. So good. I'm not limited to just artifacts or just creatures, or artifact enchantments. You know, like, I think this is good. I'm gonna keep this. And for now, Cinder Glade, it does not enter tap. If I have 2 more basic land, I think that's a great card. That's a keep, dude. That's a keep as a land. Same thing with this. I'm keeping that. Here's another of the upgrades. Did I add this to my Mox field? I believe so. I think this card is beautiful. I think this is a beautiful card. Not art wise mostly, but text wise. Okay, for four, you're getting a 5/3 body. Okay, he got some oomph. He got some oomph to him, right? Legendary creature, Dwarf Warrior. Each creature you control gets +2/+0 for each equipment attached to it. Oh man, oh man. Imagine if I just equipped it on him. He's now a 7/3. Wait a second. No, he's not. He's equipped it. Now he's a 9/3. 9/3. He attacks once, makes a copy of this axe. I attach that to him. That's 4. That's 8 on top of that. That's 13. 13/3. That's a little top heavy. But again, I think this, just that top part, it's an immediate buff to any creature that's equipped. It helps me again with a little bit of the going wide strategy, even if it's an equipment that's not necessarily like that good of a buff. If it's more utility, doesn't matter. This thing is buffing it, so it helps me with a go wide strategy. It's a little bit of a just an overall buff to anything in this deck, which is what I'm trying to do, is run creatures with equipment. So already so good off of that. But then you get to this. You may pay 0 rather than pay the equip cost of the first equipped ability you activate each turn. You just get it to equip something for free each turn. Oh, you have I just spent 7 on a Caldra complete, and I have this. You know, it's free to equip. Goodbye, Germ. He's an 10/8, but because of that, he's a 12/8 with first strike, trample, indestructible, haste, and of course the exile part. Insane. I think this is a great utility. So much value on this card. It's staying. I think it's a good beater as well. I think it's a good creature to attach things with. So buff, discount, and a really good body. You know, that's staying in. Moving on. Pip-Boy 3000. I think this is more utility than anything. 1 mana, super cheap. If you get it early, you're good. 2 equipped. Whenever equipped the creature attacks, choose 1. I can either draw, discard, put a 1/1 counter on that creature, or untap up to 2 target lands. I think I have yet to be able to play with this. I have not drawn it whenever during the times that I've played, but I think it's a good Is it the best? I don't think so. It could be helpful though. I think it's just a good utility. I feel like I still need to mess around with it a few. But the fact that it's 1 and 2, you know, like in theory, if I put this on cloud, right? That's only 6. I need 7. I could attach something like this on it, and then if I attack, I can get it to that 7 value, which allows me to get the treasured token. So it immediately kind of rebates the equip costs of this. You know, like I feel like there's potential. Just the ability to, I mean, just the options here, I think are worth it. Because for 1, you're equipping for 2, and then if you attack, you get the value back. It's like you equipped it for free. I think it's good, and I love the art. And again, I had the Doc Me deck, and I've been wanting to use more of the Fallout stuff. So like, I think that stays for now. Okay, the Reaver Cleaver. I think this for sure stays. I think the potential with this and anything in Double Strike could go crazy. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 and it has trample, and whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker, create that many treasure tokens. Yeah, that's staying. Lightning Greaves. I think that's staying for now. Its equip cost is 0. It gives things haste and shroud. I think that stays in for now. Inventory management. I love the idea of this card. Again, Fallout, its game theme, inventory management, has split second. So when you cast this, no one can do anything on top of it until this resolves on the stack. For each aura and equipment you control, you may attach it to a creature you control. So basically, if some shit is about to go down and you have multiple equipments out, you cast this and you get to rearrange things and hopefully make it more favorable for you. I like the idea of having this as a nice little protection spell. I think that's staying in for now. Evolving Wilds, that's staying in. Rogue's Passage, of course, the Fallout version. Or 4, I can make something target creature can't block. Really good. Really good. Allows me to get more hits in. Good utility. That's staying in for now. Vandal Blast for 1. I can destroy 1 artifact that could be a huge problem early game or something. Or for 5, I can just destroy it all. Destroy it all, dude. I like this as a mass disruption. This is staying in. More land. Tifa's limit break. For 1, I can give something, target creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn. That's a decent trade-off. For 3, I can double the creature's power and toughness until end of turn. That's pretty big. If I do that on cloud, you know, and I'm going for the 7, that's 14. That's a 14, minimum 14 power hitting, right? And then for 7, I can triple it. I think it's good as like a little buff. I don't know if it's necessarily worth the slot. I like the flavor of it. For 3 mana though, you're doubling the power and toughness. That's staying, I think. Sword of Animus, so much value. Not only does it give a creature +1/+1, but I get to, whenever it attacks, I can get to go search for a basic land. So much value if you get it early on. That's staying in. That's a ramp in my eyes. Red 13, Proud Warrior, Vigilance, Trample. Other modified creatures you control have Vigilance and Trample. And then I can return an aura and equipment whenever it enters. I think this is one of my reanimate or bring stuff back from the grave things. I think that has value, and the fact that it gives Vigilance and Trample to my other stuff for 3 on a 3/3 body. that already has Vigilance and Trample, I think it's staying in. I think it's staying in. Pure Paladin, whenever for 2, whenever equipment you control enters, I draw a card. Great early on, and then equipment you control have 0 as long as you control 3 or more artifacts. That's staying in. That's a part of my discount plan. I like that. Wrecking Ball. Equipment creature has base power, toughness 7/7, and can be blocked by creatures with 2 or less. 2 can be equipped to a legendary for 3. Can be equipped to anything else. 7. I don't remember how many legendary creatures I have. Let me double check. I have 11 out of 15 creatures are legendary. Yeah, that's staying in. Some land. Again, another card I have not been able to play yet. Cotsworth, Handy Helper. Commander you control have War 2. A little bit of protection. I can tap it and add 2 white mana. Spend this mana only to cast Aura and equipments. So I can basically, for a good majority of these things, I can... there's a good amount of things in my equipment that are just like equipped for 2, you know? So, I mean, Basilisk Collar, Blood Forage, Confirm Shuriken, the Flail. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. And then that's just one of the options. The other thing, attach target aura or equipment you control to target creature you control. So I can either pay 2 or just do it for free. Yeah, that's staying in. Utility, I'm adding this to my discount pile. Nettle Cyst, living weapon. Again, it enters with a Phyrexian Germ for 3 and 2. But 3 and it already enters with a body. But if I want to equip it to something else, it's just 2. Equipped a creature gets +1/+1 for each artifact and or enchantment you control. I have 25 artifacts on this deck. Yeah, that's staying in, dude. That's staying in. That's a great Soul Ring. That's staying in. Nice little ramp. Blasphemous Ag. This creature costs 1 less to cast for each. Yeah, I mean, that's staying in. That's staying in. Yep. Great Disruption. Mass Disruption. Some ramp. Nice little targeted. I've been able to use Chaos Warp a good amount of times, honestly. Just any permanent. Shuffle into the library, right? For 3. I think it's a good targeted disruption. Champion's Helm. Equipped a creature gets +2/+2. If it's a legendary, which we have 11 out of 15, again, has hexproof for 1. For 4 total, you can just make something hexproof with a +2/+2. I think this is better to keep than Dark Steel Plate, which I just took off. 3, they're both 3. This is 1, this is 2. This is only giving it indestructible. This itself is indestructible and is giving something indestructible, which is good, but I feel like you're getting more value here. I mean, yeah, indestructible is different than hexproof, but I think you're getting more value still here. So I think I'm gonna cut Dark Steel Plate. I took this out of my deck. Haven't fully made the commitment, but I think I am. Okay. Some lands. So yeah, staying in. Okay, this thing I didn't realize how good it is until like, I think things need to line up for this to do as good as it has been doing. So, Conform Shuriken costs 2 to equip. Whenever creature has equipped a creature has, whenever this creature attacks, tap target creature defending player controls. Okay, let's stop there. I think initially I read this card and I was like, and I played it a few times and I was like, but then I realized this allows you to just swing more, because if there's an unfavorable blocker on someone's board and you're attacking them, you can just tap it out. It's like, okay, he has there's 3 creatures, right? I definitely don't want him to block me with that one, because that one will kill my thing. So I'll just tap it. He can't block anymore. And then sure, he still has the other 2 creatures, but maybe I can kill those 2 creatures. And maybe he doesn't even want those 2 creatures to die, so he just lets the damage through. So I think on top, like, already good. The second part, if that creature has greater power than this creature, put a number of 1/1 counters on this creature equal to the difference. Okay. Most of the time it might not happen, especially if you're building a Voltron style Cloud, where you're just equipping Cloud mainly, and his power is bigger than most things on the battlefield. So most of the time, maybe that thing is not proccing off, but sometimes it fucking procs off, dude. I was playing against a guy with a dinosaur deck. Holy shit. I was able to just tap his biggest dinosaur and just make my equipped creature like +22/+22. It was insane. So like this, it might not seem that good, but this helps you catch up. If there's anything out there that is bigger than your creature, you're immediately catching up with this. I think it's actually a really good card. I didn't realize how the potential. I know now. And on top of that, the +1/1 counters get put onto the creature, not the equipment. So like, you can just put this on one of things, tap their big ass creature, put the counters, swap it to something else, you know, tap their big ass creature, and they just add. It helps with the go wide and go tall as well strategy. So I think this is a good card. I'm not cutting that. It is really good. Here's an interesting card that I have yet to play with that just seems really fun to play, but I don't know if it actually will be good to play. Bear Umbra. 4 mana. It is an enchantment aura, not an equipment. A little different than what we have going on with the rest, but enchanted creature, which I think the better version of this is Swords of Feast and Famine, right? I think that's the better. That is because that plays within our thing. It is an equipment card, right? I think. Let me just look at Swords of Feast and Famine. Let's just look at it. Hopefully you guys can see that. It is expensive. It is expensive. But it is not an enchantment aura. It's an artifact equipment. Already plays more into what we have going on, right? It's harder to take out. Equipping creature gets +2/+2. It has protection from black and green. And whenever equipping creature deals combat damage to a player, that player discards a card and untap, and you untap all your lands you control. That's nutty. That is nutty. But it is like very expensive. What's the cheapest sword we can get? Sword of Feast and Famine. Sword of Feast and Famine. The cheapest one I am seeing is... I don't see any. Sword and Feast and Famine. Cheapest one, 20 bucks. You know, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. 25 bucks actually. It's just a good card. It would be a lot better than this because it would play more with strategy, of course. Because I can't equip it. I don't know. But yeah, enchanted creature gets +2/+2. Has whenever this creature attacks, untap all your lands, and then it has totem armor. If enchanted creature would be destroyed, instead remove this thing. Remove all damage from it and destroy this aura. So I feel like it could be kind of fun to play with, which is why I bought it. But we'll see. We will see. This is kind of a little rampy, sort of. Maybe. Where would this fit in? Like a ramp? A little ramp, a little boost. Bear Umbra. Bear Umbra. Okay. I'm gonna add this to our rampish pile. I don't know if that's necessarily ramp though. I think this might be one of the greatest adds in this deck. Whenever Forge Anew enters the battlefield, return equipment card from the graveyard to the battlefield. Already, it plays into our. It plays into our bring stuff back from the graveyard idea. I don't think that many people are gonna be sending my stuff to the graveyard, but you know, just in case. And that's just one of the things. The other thing is, as long as it's your turn, you may activate equipment abilities anytime you would cast an instant. Great. So as long as it's my turn, I can just move things around. You may pay 0 rather than pay the equip cost of the first equipment ability you activate during each turn. So makes things free. This is not the only thing though that gives me things, the first ability for free, the first thing out of my turn for free. So I wonder if those two things will overlap eventually, where it's like maybe I'm not getting the full value. Professional Face Breaker. I don't know if I want to keep this. There's been maybe twice that it has been a little dead in the water for me, but I think it's because I keep drawing it later, mid to end game. But is it 3 mana with menace? Okay, good menace, good keyword to put equipment on. Whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, create a treasure token. I can sacrifice the treasure token to exile the top card of my library. You may play that card this turn. So I get the treasure token, and then I can play a card. As menace, it's a 2/3 for 3. I think it stays. Maybe I just need to draw, like, get it early game. Maybe. We'll see. Pre-war formal wear. Another kind of bring stuff back from the graveyard. Whenever pre-formal wear enters the battlefield, return target creature with mana 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Attach pre-formal wear to it. Equipped a creature gets +2/+2 and has vigilance. So for 3, I can just bring a creature back, and now it's buffed. It's back and it's buffed. Things that are 3 or less in my creatures in my deck are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. There's 10 creatures, I believe. So that's pretty good. 10 out of 15 I can bring back and buff them up. I think it's good. I might have too many bring stuff back from the grave, and if there's just a way more rounded equipment, I think this might need to be cut. This might be on the chopping block potentially. But this is kind of in my reanimate stuff pile, which is, where is my reanimate kind of stuff pile? I don't know. Did I have a pile for that? I don't know. Thought I did. Maybe. Okay. Trailblazer boots. I've been seeing a lot of people cut this from the pre-con, but I think it might be worth. They're just for 2, right? For 2 mana and 2 to equip. Equipped a creature has non-basic land walk. That's like basically your creature is unblockable if they have a non-basic. I feel like that's really good. There's been so many times that I just wish I could just get a clean hit, you know? But I do see people cutting it. I'm gonna keep it in for now. Here's something that I added because I think it will be fun, but it might not be. It might not have that much value within this deck. I think it could have better value in a different one, specifically the Tifa one. But let's see. Maybe I'm wrong, because maybe I was reading this wrong, because the last few games have been actually triggering this slightly incorrect. Okay, right, no, this card is good. Okay, for 4 mana. Whenever Annie joins up, enters the battlefield, it deals 5 damage to target creature or planeswalker an opponent controls. So it's removal. For 4, you're removing something that's 5. Removal. And if a triggered ability of a legendary creature you control triggers, that ability triggers an additional time. So whenever I attack with Cloud, his powers, I get to draw cards based on how many equipped attacking creatures I have times 2, and I create 4 treasure tokens if his power is 7 or greater. I think it seems good, but I'm curious to see how it actually plays. I'm gonna add it though. I think I like I like that it's both a removal and an ability that sticks around. So it's like a half this, yeah, just value all around. Okay. I just added this. Let me add this to my deck on Moxfield. Caduceus. Caduceus Staff of Hermes. Hermes, maybe? Of Hermes. Okay. Equip the creature has lifelink for 3 and 2 to equip. Equip the creature has lifelink. Good. Lifelink is good, but what else can it do? You know what I mean? Like if it would just stop there, like I would be kind of like, maybe it's not that worth it. As long as you have 30 or more life, I play commander. You start off with 40. Equip the creature gets +5/+5 and has indestructible and has prevent all damage that would be dealt to this creature. I don't know why you would have to do both. Indestructible and prevent all damage dealt to this creature. I guess you need both. The words are there. But yeah, creature gets +5/+5 if you have 5 or more or 30 or more life. Pretty good. Pretty good. Lifelink and indestructible. If it has indestructibility, you're able to swing more, you're able to gain more life, you're able to maintain that 5/5, and it's fairly cheap to equip and cast. I would like to try playing a game with that. I have yet to do so. All right, Vincent, Vengeful Atoner, Menace, love Menace. Whenever one or more. Oh wait, hold on. I've almost forgot. I almost forgot I needed to go get my my phone because my go to sleep alarm is going off. All right. Damn it. And I was trying to play music on my phone. Play music out of here, man. Okay. I've yet to be able to play this card as well. Legendary creature, Assassin Menace. Whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, put that many 1/1 counters on Vincent. That sounds really good. This sounds like a great beater card, dude. This thing's about to beat the shit out of people. Whenever Vincent deals combat damage to an opponent, it deals that much damage to each other opponent if Vincent has 7 or greater. So if you have Cloud, you want to get him to 7. If Cloud swings for 7, this gets close to that. You just need 4 to get it there, and then it just starts just wearing down people. I think this is a great card to just put equipments on. I'm keeping this. Let's try to move in a little faster. Overprotect. I was able to use this. I think this is really good value for 2. You get to put a 3/3 gain trample, hexproof, indestructibility. I think this has a lot of potential on a lot of ways. Just yeah, a lot of value. Strong back. Enchanted creature, equipment ability. Let me see. I really need to go through this fast because I do want to get one game in. Is there anything that might be worth taking out? Kind of like everything that's in here. But I do need to add this. I took out Cultivate. Which is one of my ramps. I took out Sid, which I might regret. These are things that maybe I was thinking about adding. These are things that I might want to add back. This is one thing that could be interesting just to help me hit that. Things can't be countered. I can give things haste or a +1/1. Like, might be worth, but maybe not. Okay. Cut Dark Steel. Yeah. Okay, I definitely just want to add this. Where does that belong? Where can I add that? Is this worth? Whenever this creature enters, draws a card. Okay. Or 4. At the beginning of your combat on your turn, if you control an equipment, you may pay 1. When you do, attach it. Okay, so this doesn't overlap with your first attachment creature per turn thing. It just lets you pay 1. I like that. There's something that I just don't think it's worth. All these things have utility. I like everything else that we've been looking at. So here's where we're at. Here's where we're at. Okay, these are cards that I'm like maybe about. Okay, would this be worth re-adding? 3 mana for a 3/3 with ninjutsu. Whenever Yuffie enters, gain control of target non-creature artifact for as long as you control Yuffie, then you may attach equipment you control to Yuffie. Nah, it's not worth the brain math to potentially add that back at this moment. Okay. This definitely want to add. Maybe add. Dog meat. I really like that I have this in this deck. For 3, you get a 3/3. Whenever dog meat enters the battlefield, mill 5 cards. Then return an aura or equipment card from your graveyard. Does not have to be those 5. Again, I have a good amount of reanimation stuff, so this just helps me get stuff into the grave and I can potentially take it out. So whenever a creature you control that's enchanted or equipment attached, I can create a junk token. Sacrifice this artifact, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card. It just helps me with like sort of card advantage, maybe? Pseudo card advantage. Keeping that in for now. I've yet to play it enough. How many return stuff? So because I'm adding Forge Anew, which has way more utility, and it helps me bring stuff back, I'm thinking about removing this. Kind of either or here. I like the evasion or the potential tricks I can do with this. I'm keeping these in. Okay, I think I'm removing unfinished business for now. And I'm putting Nahiri in. and then I'm gonna keep Sith out of the deck, and I'm keeping pre-formal aware, and I think that's what we're doing. I would like to play a few games though before I fully get there. I guess let's do this. I just break it up. What bracket do I think my deck is at? I would say probably like a high 2. I don't have any infinite combos. I don't have any game changers. It's so like a high 2. Bum 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 bodo bodo bum 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 bum. Let's see. I'm happy with the things that I have though. I think it'd be fun to play. You guys like my shuffling skills? Look at this. Shout out to these sleeves though. We're doing all the work. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. All right. Let's go look for a game. Shall we? Hopefully the people on there are not weird. Hopefully. Wish me luck finding a game. All right, I'm gonna create my own game. Why is it not? Why is that not working? OBS virtual camera? Maybe I turn it on and off. Let's see. Sorry. I'm trying to set this up so we can play some Commander. Also, if anyone wants to play, there's currently watching, let me know. If there's anyone out there. Ooh. If there's anyone out there. All right, hold on. If there's anyone out there. There it is. That's working. Sorry. Hold on. Almost there. Cool. Hello. Sorry, my thing was hella tweaking, but we're good.
Sweet.
I'm gonna see where my die is. Alright, I'm gonna roll a d6 and then I'll randomize.
Yep.
6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Oh shit. One land hand. Good lord.
Oh man, you had to say one land hand out loud. Didn't you? Yeah, I'll take my first molly.
upkeep.
Okay. I'll keep as well.
I will keep as well.
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm ready whenever.
All right. Let's get this thing started, and good luck, everyone.
Good luck.
You do.
Tap, upkeep, draw. I will play a forest. Then here's the reason I kept the hand, of course. I'll play a soul ring.
Nice.
And I believe that's all I'm going to do. So I'll go ahead and pass.
Turn one, Solving. Get him, boys. Get him. No jokes.
Yeah, I know. I'm the threat now.
I'll draw for turn. I will play Radiant Grove. It enters tap, and I will pass.
Yep. I'll draw. I'll play an island and pass.
Draw. Player Broker's Hideout. Comes in, have to sack it and search for a basic forest Plains Island. Look at a forest and pass.
Okay, I will untap, upkeep, no triggers, draw. And would have been nice to have a swamp. We'll play another forest. And okay. Okay, that one comes untapped, yep. We'll go ahead and tap a green and 2 colorless for a heaped harvest. When heaped harvest ETBs, I'll search my deck for a basic land, which will be a swamp. It'll come in tapped, and I'll go ahead and pass.
Alright, I will untap, upkeep, draw. I will play Spine of Industry. I'll tap 2. And I will play play a Lightning Greaves. And I will pass.
Okay. Draw. Play an island. Tap 2 for a Sky Diamond. And pass.
Untap. Draw. We'll play a Terramorphic Expanse and crack it and pass.
Perfect timing on the shuffle. Okay, let's untap, upkeep, no triggers, and we'll draw for turn. I'll go ahead and play the most deceiving forest ever. It's red, but I promise it's a forest, not a mountain. Then I will tap 3, including a swamp, to cast my commander. Good. Okay. Then let's do it this way. I'll tap 2 to crack the heaped harvest, gaining 3 life because it's a food as well. My commander will see that, and I will create, if I can find them, a 1/1 squirrel. And then I will go ahead and pass my turn as I search for another basic land.
Alright, I will untab, draw. I'll play Fury Calm Snarl. If I reveal mountain or plains, card from my hand does not enter tap. Here's a wood ridgeline. Man. We gotta pay tap 1. play Bloodforge Battle Axe. Equipped a creature gets +2/+0, and then whenever I deal combat damage to a player with this, I get to create a copy of it. I will also pay another 2. And I'll play Uncare's Flame. I think that's how you pronounce that. Equipping a creature gets +1/+1 for each color among permanents I control. As long as it's attached, your opponents can't cast spells during my turn. So I'm tapped out though. I'll pass.
Draw. Okay, I'm gonna pay 3 to compulsive research, targeting myself. I'm gonna draw 3 cards and discard 2 cards unless I discard a land card. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna discard. I'm gonna discard Topplegeist and Lost in the Maze. That is land for turn. I'm gonna play an island. I need a white mana. I'll pass.
Untap. Draw. We'll play a island. We'll tap 3 for a Dryad from the Elysian Grove. Can play 1 additional land. Shift the woodland and then pass.
Okay. Let's untap, upkeep, no triggers, draw for turn. Then I'll tap a forest and 2 colorless for a Peregrine Took. Anytime I create a token, I would create an additional food. Then we will tap a forest to cast Many Partings. So I'll search my library for a basic land, reveal it, put it into my hand, and then shuffle. I also create a food.
Nice.
So I'll create 1 food. Peregrine Took will see that, and I will create another food. I'm going to go ahead and grab that land real quick. If it's okay with everyone, I'll shuffle in between my pass here.
Yep.
That land will be a swamp. It'll go to my hand. Then I'll go ahead and play that land for turn. Because otherwise, we miss a land drop. I'll tap 1. It's a swamp. For a Ravenous Squirrel. So with Ravenous Squirrel, anytime I sacrifice an artifact or creature, I put a +1/+1 on Ravenous Squirrel. I'll go ahead and tap 2 to sacrifice a food, gaining 3 life. That will create a squirrel. Peregrine Took will see that. I will create an additional food. And then Ravenous Squirrel will get a +1/+1. And then we will pass.
A lot of food.
It is.
Got a nice
Chunky
large
squirrels,
draw in
bro.
there.
I will untap. You draw. I will play a Battlefield Forge for my land for turn. I will pay 2 white to play a Pure Steel Paladin. Equipped with this, whenever equipment enters, I get to draw a card, and then equipment you control have 0 equip costs as long as I control 3 or more artifacts, which I currently do. So I'll go ahead and equip it all to my boy for now. With Lightning Greaves. I want to do Lightning Greaves, actually. Hmm. Yeah, sure. Because I'll give it haste. I'll move to combat. And it currently does get a +1/1 because of this. And then it has a +2 from the +2 from the axe. There's currently a 5/3. I will Johnny, I guess you're open. Sorry. I'm gonna have to swing at you.
Oh, whoa, whoa. 5 damage?
Yeah. 5 coming your way. With that, because I dealt combat damage to a player, I do get to create a copy of the Battleforge axe. And then that's kind of it. I'll pass my turn.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. I guess. Does this trigger? Does a copy trigger my drawing card? Whenever equipment creature you control enters, right? The copy would trigger the Battle Forge, so I guess I get to draw a card as well.
Okay.
And then also you would have a cloud trigger as well. Whenever cloud attacks, draw a card for each equipped attacking creature you control.
I don't have him in the board. He just.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah, put him over
he's
here.
got Pure Steel Paladin.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna play an island. I'm gonna tap 5 blue mana to cast Timon Youthful Geist. He has flying, and at the beginning of each combat, tap up to 1 target creature. Okay, I'll pass to you. Just friendly reminder that at the beginning of each combat, I'll tap up to 1 target creature.
Nice.
Untap cool. We'll play Blend Palace into his tapped. We'll pay 4 and cast Case of the Locked Courthouse. I can look at the top. Oh, that doesn't work at the moment. Can I take that back?
Sure.
If you guys allow.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'll just pay and get my commander out. Glab for 3. 1, 2, 3. Can look at the top card of my library anytime, and that's pretty much it. Pass.
Oh, at the beginning of your combat, I was just gonna tap something like squirrel. So no big deal.
Which one?
Just the token squirrel.
Token?
Yeah, but it would just untap, so no big deal.
Sure. Okay, I will untap. Upkeep, no triggers. Draw for turn. Okay. Okay, I will tap 2 to crack a food, gaining 3 life. My commander will see that and create a squirrel. The squirrel will be created. Peregrine Took will see that and create a food. This will go up to a +2. And then, let's see. It's a 3/4. Okay. We'll do the same process again, but this time I'll use a Soul Ring to tap for 2 to crack a food, gaining 3 life. To create a squirrel, which will create me an additional food from Peregrine Took. This guy will go up to a 3. And okay, well, I did my math wrong. I'll have to do that one more time. I apologize. Should have just done all 3 at one time. Food which will create a food and an additional squirrel. I'll put this guy down here. I'm out of squirrel tokens. And put a 2 on him. That's going to raise him up to a 4. And after that, I will tap 2 for a squirrel sovereign. It will give all my other squirrels +1/+1. So it's an anthem effect. I'm not going to note it with a die. I'm just going to simply remember it's there. And then I'll move to combat.
I'll tap your ravenous squirrel.
As I would expect. Good call. And then I will swing Camilla over at you, Johnny Deb.
Okay.
So it's
4
a
damage
3/3.
with the anthem.
Yeah, 4. It's a 4/4 menace.
Okay. I'll take 4.
Okay. Then I will pass turn.
All right. Untap. Draw. Gotta play Temple of the False Gods for my land for turn. I do have 5 lands. Tap my Spire of Industry to play a Soul Ring. Man.
Nice. Better late than never.
Right. Sure, let's do this. Green, red, white. I'll take 1. And then about False Gods to bring my commander into play. When it comes in, I get to attach something to it for free. That it really matters. He's now a 7/7 because of I have 3 colors among permanents I control. I will also, because Pure Steel Paladin, I can equip other things for free, so I'll just equip the 2 axes on him, just for fun. Okay. I feel like I kind of know what is gonna get tapped during my combat. Johnny, what if I don't swing at you?
That'd be great. You should swing at Ken.
Yeah, that sounds kind of where it's at. How many squirrels do you have?
I have a total of 5 squirrels, 6 untapped.
And they're 2/2.
So yeah, all of these are 2/2s.
Right.
And if you're going to combat, I'm gonna tap one of his squirrels.
Still would kill me though.
Yes, it would.
That would still kill me. I would prefer not to do that yet. That's a tricky one. What if I swing at Isra?
I've got a little foggy with Death Touch to protect me.
Can you tap that?
No, I'm gonna tap the squirrel.
Which squirrel? What does he have?
One of the squirrel tokens.
One of the squirrel tokens?
Yeah. You can still hit me if you want to, if you don't like my choice.
Well, I mean, there's no really hitting you if you tap my thingy.
No, I made my choice. I tapped the squirrel. So you can hit me now.
Okay.
If you're going to combat, that is.
Yeah. I'll swing at you with a 11-7. A commander damage.
11-7.
Yeah.
Does it have tramp?
It does not. I guess just in general, yeah.
I'll block it then with my Youthful Geist.
Okay. Sorry. On attack, I do get to draw a card because I'm swinging with
Sure.
one. Do that, and then because I attack with Cloud Power 7 or greater, I'll create 2 treasured tokens. And that. And then I will pass.
Alrighty. Draw. Oh ho ho. A plains, just what I needed. If I survive this turn.
I don't like that I had to swing at you. I didn't. That felt like the wrong choice.
That's alright. Alright. I still want to work with you on this one.
I do.
I'm gonna hope to
yeah.
survive.
I do not. Yeah, I don't want to get that touch or die by a bunch of squirrels. So.
It's fine. It's fine. We're gonna try not to die by squirrel.
Right.
So yeah, I'm gonna pay 4 for my commander. Oh, but then I can't do that. That kind of sucks. Look, it's not looking good for me. We'll just say that.
Right.
'Cause I'm just gonna play my commander and pass.
Alrighty, untap. I need something good as well. I don't want to lose my phone. Oh, that might help actually. Can look at the top card. What I would do. Equals 5, 3, 4, 5. We'll cast Sword of Feast and Famine for 3.
Nice.
There it is.
Okay, so then okay, we're gonna tap. I'm gonna tap 2. Oh, sorry, we're gonna surveil 2. We're gonna sack Hedge Shredder, and so I have to lose these. Probably won't matter.
Oh.
We'll sack the Lightning Greaves.
I completely missed triggers, but whenever I attack, I'm supposed to make 2 battle axes and then draw 2 cards. Goddamn. How do you feel about that?
Is it a
boys?
May?
Oh, you can do your triggers.
Yeah, if it's not a May, by all means.
Okay.
It's not a man.
I'll do that. Thank you.
I'm just gonna pay 2 to
I have 3 of those by now, right?
to Dryad.
4.
Nope.
Guess I'll just.
3 copies enough.
3
of the
copies.
original.
Yep. Then I get to draw 2.
I'll move to combat. I'll swing at you, Ken, for 4 damage.
And you have protection from black and green, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we will take 4.
So on damage trigger, you have to discard 1 card. I'll get to untap my lands.
Discard a squirrel mob.
Okay, that's not bad. You go.
Main phase 2, we will cast the top card, Sabsunan for 5. 1,
Nice.
2, 3, 4, 5. Top card is a land, so we'll play land for turn, either. Top card is another land, we'll play that as an additional land thanks to Dryad. Evermire Coast. 2 mana, can't really do anything else with that. I'll just pay the 2 and equip the sword to Glab. And then that's about it. That's turn pass.
Okay. Let's untap. Upkeep. No triggers. We'll draw for turn. That's what we need right there. Okay, so first thing first. Let's go ahead and tap 4 to attempt to cast a Mirkwood Bats.
That's bad news for
That
us.
is bad.
Yeah, does it
That is
resolve?
bad. I don't have anything.
Yeah, I can't do anything either.
Okay. So from there, I will pay. Never enough mana. Yeah, let's pay 3 for a Stew the Conies. So target creature I control deals damage equal to its power to target creature you don't control, and then I create a food. How big is? Let's see. Trying to think. How big is the Glorb over there?
It is a 4/6.
4/6. Okay, that does not work. We'll just hit the Dryad of Elysian Grove with the Ravenous Squirrel, so it would deal 5 damage to it.
Yep.
Okay, and I will create a food. So when I create a food, Peregrine Took will see that and create an additional food. Everybody will take 2 from Mirkwood Bats.
Yep. Bam.
There we go. All right. I'm going to consolidate these tokens. Purposely waited for my turn. I'm going to have 1 under here tapped. I'll move the dice back and forth to note how much there is. There's currently 5. Okay. Then we will move to combat. I'll swing the Ravenous Squirrel at Johnny. And I will swing... let's see. Swing my commander over at Ethernet. So Ethernet, going in priority order, you would have a 3/3 coming at you, and
Yep.
Johnny, you have a 5/5 coming at you. Both do have menace.
Yep.
Are you counting the Squirrel Sovereign in that or no?
I'm sorry, what?
You just counting the Squirrel Sovereign in that?
Oh, I was not. So this is a 6/6 and this is a 4/4. Thank you very much.
Yep.
Said I would forget it and immediately forgot it.
I do not have 2
I'm taking
blockers, so
6.
I'll take the 4. Commander.
I'm happy to not be dead right now.
All right. We will go ahead and pass the turn.
All right. I will untap. I will draw. What can I do here? Play Rude Bound Crag for my land. And that is kind of interesting. Okay. Well, I will trap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To play Genji Glove. Equipped a creature has double strike whenever equipped a creature attacks. If it's the first combat phase, I get to untap it and have an additional combat phase.
Nice.
Because a pure Steel Paladin, I can just equip it to the cloud free. Because equipment entered, I get to draw a card. Okay. What else can we do here? This is kind of funny, actually. I'm gonna pay 2 green and then another 2 or another 1. Sorry, wait, another 2. Wait, yes, another 2. 1 green. What did I just play?
I do the same thing all the time, man.
Right,
Especially when things like
I paid
filter
5
lands, it
for
just throws me
this.
completely
1,
off.
2. Okay, yes, this is 5 for that, and then a green, and then 2. Lovely. Okay, I'll play strong back onto cloud. There's a lot of fucking equipments here, but they're on cloud. This is an aura, enchanted creature. So, equipment abilities you activate and target enchanted creature cost 3 or less. Auras cost 3 or less. Doesn't really matter. But enchanted creature gets +2/+2 for each aura or equipment attached to it. We can do the math in a little bit. I'm not done yet, I guess. This is untapped.
I would like to respond to that real quick. It's nothing crazy.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait just a second. As long as this equipment is attached to a creature, your opponents can't cast spells during your turn.
It's not a spell.
Okay, go ahead.
I'll go ahead and tap 3 foods to sacrifice those to Peregrine Took. Everybody will take 3.
Okay.
I will draw a card. My commander will see me sacrifice those 3 foods and create 1 squirrel. Everybody will take 1, and then Peregrine Took will see me create that squirrel.
Are we dead?
And create a food, and then everybody will take 1 more. No, it's not that crazy.
I'm like, damn, I was just kidding. I just want to swing once with my boy before I die here. Man. Okay. Now, on that, so okay. Let's do some math. He gets a +3/+3 from this. He has double strike. He also gets +4 power because of these. I will equip these 2 onto him, so he has 4 total. So he has +8 off of these. The 4 total of these axes. And then he gets a +2/+2 for each thing that he has. So he has 4, 5, 6, 7. So he gets 14/14 off of this alone. So,
really important question.
yes.
Any trample?
No trample. Believe it or not. Believe
Thank
it or not,
God.
no trample. Yes, I'm looking. Trust me, I'm looking. I am so looking for that. I'm gonna tap
Put a rain
1
coin in
more
there.
for Colossal Hammer. I'm gonna equip this onto Cloud, put Colossal Hammer onto my Pure Steel Paladin, move the Greaves back into my boy. I think for now, I get to draw a card because an equipment entered. Okay, that doesn't really help me here. Where's the damn trample, man? All right, let's just move to command. So on this is just. I'm just gonna mark this as an 8 because it makes more sense in my brain this way.
It's all good.
All right, who do I swing at is the question. Not that it really matters here, does it?
We all have blockers, yeah.
You could take me out of the game because I just have 1 blocker, so you could attack me and then
Feels
attack
mean.
me again. But yeah, please don't. I'm not gonna target you. I'm just gonna try to survive this game.
It feels, yeah. So I have 21. It's a 21/21, right? With double strike.
So yeah.
Plus this. So it's 29.
By my count, we were looking at 33/21. So it would be 66 with double strike. You need that trample so badly.
Yeah, I do. I really do. Wait, because he's 7/7 with this.
Yep.
14 with this.
Okay.
Right, and then
that's the issue there. I added a +14/+14. It was just adding 7 to it.
Right. 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 So we're at 29, right? Yeah.
Yep.
29. Yeah. Cool. And then my boys over here, 12. What the hell do I do with this? Okay, I'm just gonna swing out at I feel like I die. Here. What do you have for blockers, Isra?
Just the Sabsunin. It's a 6/6 indestructible.
Indestructible, that's not gonna help me.
Yeah, it's currently
Uh,
at 0, so it can't attack and block.
Oh, it can't attack and block.
It
So
can. C-A-N.
I
Sorry.
can. Okay.
It's the hillbilly accent.
Yeah. Well, goddamn.
See, you attack Ken and take out some of his squirrels, or you attack me and kill me.
Yeah. I feel like I should just.
Or you can
Yeah.
attack me once and attack him once.
I'm just gonna swing out with my squirrels, or to the squirrels. Let's just see what happens when you swing a cloud at a bunch of squirrels. Figure out the math later. It's all right. All right. I'll swing. Sure. I'll swing the cloud and the pure steel paladin at you. I do get a trigger. I get to draw 2 cards off a cloud, and then I create 2 treasure tokens. Because cloud is 7 and more. So yeah, how do you want to go about
Love
this?
those die, by the way.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I'll block with 2 squirrels because no trample, correct?
Right. Yep.
I'll block with 2 squirrels, going down to 4 total squirrels.
Okay. So because it is double strike, so whenever I did attack, so I do get to untap my thingies, and I get to have a second attack phase. Do I gain anything off of that? No, not really. 2 squirrels dead, guys. Isn't that great?
Close them down.
Oh
Kill 2 more.
man.
Obliterated.
Sure, I'll do this.
Yeah, those 2 squirrels didn't die; they evaporated.
What's the worst thing on your battlefield that is giving you the most value, you think?
The biggest thing that's giving me the most value would be the Mirkwood bats. without a
Currently.
doubt.
Yeah,
this is what I'm going to use to try and kill all 3 of you.
No, don't do that. You can bring
Mirkwood
your
bats, ravenous squirrel, peregrine toad.
Oh, I did
But
miss a
mostly
trigger
Mirkwood
with
bats.
Ravenous Squirrel. He would have gotten +3/+3.
Yeah.
Is it okay if I put that on there? If not, it's
yeah,
totally
that's
cool with me.
fine.
That's
Okay.
fine.
So
I guess what I'm trying to do here is I'm gonna attempt to cast a dispatch, but I just don't know what the target of the dispatch would be. I'll leave Johnny, Isra, you guys help me choose. Pick something on his board that you want gone. That is tapped, I guess. Yeah.
Control 3 more artifacts, exile. Oh,
Yeah.
well, definitely the Mirkwood bats.
Yep,
That's what I vote.
especially exiling it.
It is,
Because this is Golgari, so that means nothing here stays here.
but it is yeah, right.
That's what I vote, because he can drain us with that. You know,
Yeah.
the ravenous
Yes.
squirrel's getting big, but at least we can like try and block that.
Okay.
Maybe
This would force me to attack rather than just drain.
Okay. I'm gonna do that. There you go. I helped, I think.
Hell yeah.
And,
Big help.
That is a big help.
Oh
Yep.
man, Johnny, I think I'm gonna just to release some brain power. I think I'm just gonna have to swing at you, man.
Okay.
No, I feel so bad, but
Stop
it's just
you from
like
that. All I can say is like I'm gonna try and help you.
okay.
I was going to say, yeah, he can actually.
If
kinda
you
help
do that, I'm dead. Like I can block
Okay,
it
okay.
and survive, but I will be dead.
I guess
'cause
what
I
I'm
will have
worried
nothing left.
is if I swing at, I'm pretty open if I swing both Cloud and Pure
I mean,
Paladin.
you could just leave them up. Basically, you can either kill me, take out 2 more squirrels, or leave them as blockers. That's your choices.
If you
Because
don't
you don't
have
want
2
swing it in
creatures, you
Zeraka,
may as well
that's
be
gonna just-
open to this deck because everything has menace.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
I
Take out 2
do.
more squirrels.
I do have 8 more or 4 more of these unequipped because I attack, but I'll swing at another cloud at you, Ken.
Perfect.
I'll draw another card. I'll
Block the
create
squirrel.
2 more treasure tokens, and then I'll move to my second main, and I'll pay 2, and I'll play Trooper. Flying. Whenever this creature attacks, another target attacking creature gains flying until end of turn.
Nice.
So, yeah, that's what's
Oh, yeah.
eventually
There's
coming.
your solution.
I'll pass for
Yep.
now.
Flying is as good as trample. I mean, it's all just horsemanship, just
Yeah,
with extra steps.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You're up.
It's all horsemanship with extra steps. I love that.
Okay. Hey, we got something. The thing is, I'm a dirty blue player right now, and I can just sit here and wait. See, he can't do shit.
I do have
actually.
lifesteal, man. I do have it. It's just somewhere in there. I don't have it currently. I have some.
You know, it.
Yeah.
This sounds terrible, but
just
I'm just
need
gonna pass.
Yeah. We're getting there
Leave
though.
all
We
this
have
man
flying
open.
now. We have flying now. With double strike.
Alright, untap. This is probably the last turn for me too. So let's see if I can.
We're gonna try and pull it out.
It's nothing yet. It's not crazy.
Uh,
I say, but
we can't
Cloud, I
main
mean,
phase.
he's a big threat too now. The
Yeah.
flying.
Cloud's kind of going crazy.
Counter. I'm going to draw 2 cards. We'll play land for turn. Oh,
I feel like I should have given
land for turn. Command tower.
wait.
Uh,
Sorry, I keep fucking missing these triggers. I feel like
the battle axes.
the fucking battle axes,
Do it
dude.
again.
The fucking battle axe. Like, why are they
You only have 8 of
multiplied?
them.
Oh my god. Wait, how many cards do I even have? I'll have to go to cleanup. 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6. Am I okay with just drawing 4 and then cleaning? Good.
Fine with me, man.
These damn battle axes getting out of hand. I'll just stack fucking planes, other land, and see.
we're going to cast Oko for 3.
Okay.
Okay.
3.
Which Oko?
Oko D for the crayons. We're
Okay.
gonna +1 him to turn Pure Steel Paladin into a elk.
Is that targeted? Yeah, Shroud.
Oh yeah, Shroud. Okay. I'm going skis then. We'll turn that what's that dude that gives it horsemanship flying stuff?
No, don't do that.
The
Are you talking
Yeah, I
about
forget.
mine?
the soldier guy who
Yeah.
when he
No,
attacks
don't do
there's another
that.
guy flying.
This guy, other trooper.
Yeah, we'll turn him into an elk. I don't think it'll matter.
Oh, don't do that. All right, he's an elk.
Yay, the game's back to being fair.
God damn it.
Where nobody can do anything.
That's awful. That's terrible.
Okay, and then we'll pay 4 to cast Spark Double. It will enter as a copy of Sap's unit.
Don't worry, I think I have
But we'll
something.
get a count on it, and
I
then
think
it
I
can't
have something.
block.
I think I'm cooking.
We'll have it enter
Actually-
the.
Okay, yeah, it isn't legendary. No, you're good.
We'll have it enter as a copy of Glab, I suppose. And it gets a +1 counter. We'll go to combat. We'll swing 4 damage at Ken, because EthernetGhost can just kill that. So I need to get the trigger.
I'll discard. I'll declare no blocks, taking the 4, of course, because I can't block. And then I'll discard.
How big is the elk again?
3/3.
It is a yep 3
Dude, I'm
3.
about to equip this elk with some battle axes.
I'll discard a second harvest.
Okay, and then what we'll do is can put one creature in the graveyard, so this will cost 4. Man, that dude has haste, so he'll just come right back. Oh my god.
Think about my dude.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can do anything, but I can't.
Do it. Kill the squirrels. Don't kill me. That's fair. Honestly, I wouldn't be mad if you took him out.
I can't.
I understand.
Because you can one shot me and Johnny. So
I like you guys. You guys are here for more support. As
Why
I
could
fight
you
an
agree
army.
not to one shot us and the
He's got to keep you guys
One-shot
around like a
somebody
couple of
else.
minions to deal with the squirrels.
yeah, I can't do anything else. So we'll just cast Case of the Locked Courthouse for 4. You can play an additional land on your turns. We'll play Wastewood Verge. 3, 4, 5 lanes. And we'll just pass the turn there.
Okay, we will untap. Upkeep, no triggers. I will draw for turn. Well, that doesn't help. Play a Temple of Milady. Scry 1. Damn. Yeah, we're gonna leave that right on top.
Token, dude. I just need to survive until my turn, and then we're good.
Okay, I will.
I just need to survive.
Tap
I just need to
2
survive.
to crack a food.
I'll say how you're doing,
gaining
man.
3 life, which will create a squirrel. Bringing in the squirrel tokens to denote which ones are summoning sick. Peregrine Took will see that. I will create another food. This guy will go up 1. And then I will tap a swamp and a forest. And I will cast or attempt to cast Deadly Brew. So Deadly Brew reads, each player sacrifices a creature or planeswalker. If you sacrificed a permanent this way, you may return another permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. I, of course, will choose the Summoning 6 Squirrel.
Hold on. I'm going to play 3 counter that.
Nice. Which counter are you using?
Versus rebuff.
Sounds good. That will be countered and go to the DM.
Yeah, I can't afford to sacrifice right now.
I figured, I mean, the blue player with blue up counter spells, you know. So that being said, we'll pay 2. We'll crack a food to gain 3. Creating a squirrel. Creating another food. This guy goes up 1. And then we'll do that process one more time, because why not? So tap 2, crack a food, gain 3. We'll create another food, bringing that one back, and one more squirrel. So I'll just put another die on this guy here. Then I'll consolidate my squirrels when I pass. Okay. So this guy goes up another. And then we will move to combat.
Okay, at the beginning of your combat, I'm going to pay 2 to cast Plunge into Winter. I'm going to tap Ravenous Squirrel and scry 1 and draw a card.
Mhm.
I'm also going to pay I'm gonna pay 1 to make a elemental.
It's a very good
Nice.
call because he was coming at you.
I'll
Oh,
spray
no.
1 and I'll draw that card. Okay. Go ahead.
I will go ahead and leave my blockers up that I have and pass turn.
All right. Okay. I will untap. I will draw. Of play Canopy Vista and interest tab actually. That sucks. Okay. Before we do anything.
Mhm.
Need to make a choice here. Sorry, this is untap. Plug it. Sending it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a red. I'll play Megaton's Fate. For the deal 8 damage to each creature, each player gets 4 red counters.
That's not good.
Okay. In response, before that result. Oh, actually, then okay. Yep. Okay. Yep. 4 damage to 8 damage to each creature.
No.
I have a red counter somewhere. That explains what red counters do. I need to find that.
Yeah. So, after our draw step, we mill the amount of rad counters we have, and for each non-land, we remove a counter and lose a life.
Anything keeping track of deaths?
Not on my end.
Okay, cool. I'll move Camilla back to the command zone.
All right. Okay. Well, I guess there's only really. I'll attach the battle. I'll take it off. Attach the 4 battle axes to pure pure steel paladin. He gets an 8/8 from the
Wouldn't they
axes.
destroy your creatures as well, like the elk and pure steel?
It is deal 8 damage to each creature. So my creatures are bigger than that.
Oh,
Yeah, so his
okay.
creature is just -8 right now.
Yeah.
I
So
love to remove the lightning greaves. A lot of people try to target stuff with them on there.
Yep. I'll swing at Ken with that's what that should yep.
That'll
swing
do
at
it,
you
buddy.
with-
We ain't even got to do math on that one.
Yeah. And then I'll swing the pure steel paladin at what do you have up for blockers, Isra?
I've got nothing. You can swing at me. This can't block.
I will swing at you with the what is that? 20/20 pure palace. Pure, yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
And then you're gonna
Guess
get
my-
another combat, aren't you?
And yep, I get another combat
so you
because
win.
that's double strike as well on the cloud. So yeah, get another
you win then.
combat. I'll be able to swing with cloud, and then I can take you out with the pure steel.
GG.
The Megaton's
The
fate,
mega
bro,
fucking
sealed the game
ton.
for you.
I was just like
That was only a turn
searching.
7 game too. That was a fast one, boys.
Yeah, that was. I think that's probably one of the better games I've played with cloud. It usually doesn't go like that.
It was good, man. The problem with the squirrels is my board presence just gets huge, and everybody's like, "He's the threat," and it's like, "There's other threats, guys."
It does seem really fun though. You just sacrifice a squirrel, you get food. It's like
I love
that's
this
so
deck,
cool.
bro.
Yeah, that's so cool.
If I'd have just got Craterhoof Behemoth.
Yeah.
Thanks for the game, guys. I'm gonna
Yeah.
go grab some food.
GG's.
Have a
Yep,
good
GG's
day
you all.
wherever you are in the world. GG.
Have a good one.
It was very enjoyable playing with you all. Have a
Hell
good
yeah.
one.
I'm on Discord if you want to add me, just EthernetGhost.
Yeah, sure, man. I'll go ahead and let me send you an ad right now, actually.
Hell yeah.
I love playing. You actually know what you're doing. That's even better.
I'm still new to Magic, so it takes a
Me
little
too.
bit.
That's the funny thing, man.
Yeah.
I've only been playing since like October, I believe.
Yeah, I'm a little slow. That's on top of that with the missing triggers on the battle. Like, yeah, and I also
Let's
new
be
to
honest,
this
it's
deck.
still a
But
very new deck. I mean, you
yeah,
haven't got to play with it probably more than I'd say 15 times.
oh yeah,
You really got to play with the deck about 10 times to get used to it, in my opinion.
yeah. I'm still like this is probably game 4 maybe or so. So
Yeah. See,
all
Yep.
right, have a
it's
good
great
one.
playing with you, man. You
Yep.
too.
GG's. Okay, we fucking did that. Nice. That was cool. I'm glad you enjoyed that. Hopefully you enjoyed that. That was cool. That was hella cool. I've not seen Cloud proc off like go that crazy. That's insane. The pure so like what are that? Damn. Let me just see. What were the real game changers of that? I think the big game changers were the battle axe. The fucking battle axe. Dude, I was getting so much value out of the battle axe. I was getting more value out of the battle axe than Cloud. So this was just a good beginner. So I guess I'll switch to here. So this was a good beginner. Immediately, they can't cast spells on my turn. So even if they wanted to counter, can't happen. So fucking good. Immediately procs off his power 7 because he has permanents. Color among permanents I control is 3, so that makes him 7/7. Insane already. I think this was one of my 3 equipments that I had at the beginning of the game. Right? Trying to find things that were, dude, the flying cloud though. The flying cloud would have been so cool. I feel like I've been seeing people cut this card out of this deck, but it's so good. I feel like it's so good. Trying to see what else. The dispatch came in clutch. Whenever I first read it, I was like, oh, I tap a target creature, but then in my head, for some reason, I thought, oh, if it's tapped, then I get it. But no, it's if you control 3 or more artifacts, then I just exile something for 1. That's insane. That's insane. So I was able to get rid of his Mirkwood bats, even though I guess it didn't really matter in the end that much, because I killed him enough. The Genji glove, insane. Genji glove is insane. The double strike, insane. What else did I had? I had this in my hand, but it was kind of dead because I didn't have equipment in my graveyard. And oh wait, as long as it's your turn, you may activate equipment abilities anytime. Oh, okay, this card has so much value, dude. Because this didn't the third part didn't matter with the free, because I had pure steel paladin, and then I didn't have anything. But even in late game, like, it still was good because I could have just at instant speed just swap things around for free with pure steel paladin. So it wasn't completely dead in my hand. I just had better things to play. I'm trying to keep track of the things that I had in my hand that were just like didn't end up playing. Lightning Screeves was pretty good because I could just take it on and off. You don't know about Heli Trooper? It's kind of good. I don't know. I feel like every time I play it, it's good. It hasn't done me wrong yet, you know. But I guess there is probably better things, but I don't know. So I have that. Didn't have that. Here's what I was looking for. I got this. I haven't been able to use it. I just got it yesterday. Equipment creatures has life link. As long as you have 30 or more life, equipment creature gets +5/5, indestructible, and prevent all damage. So like, that's the life link I was looking for. By board wipes, creatures removal is a little easier. to come by the enchantment removal. Yeah. Oh yeah, he does. Right, right. But I could have just equipped it in a I could have equipped it lightning greaves on him just for the combat. Why didn't I do that? I think I drew him within an attack between two attack faces, so I wasn't able to play him until the end. Yeah. What else did I have on hand? I had Wrecking Ball arm. I just didn't think I needed it. Equipped a creature has base power 7/7 and can't be blocked by creatures power 2 or less. I guess that would have helped me eventually. This was potentially an answer to the squirrels, right? So I think it wasn't dead in my hand. It just, I think there was other things I could play before. This card is insane though. I just would have loved to see my life counter go up. This, I don't know if I should take or keep. Again, it's another card that I see people taking out, but it seems like this is exactly what I needed in this game. Equipment creature has non-basic land walk, and so they're unblockable. I've literally what I needed. I could have just had this on cloud, immediately just start taking people out, you know? I guess there's not that much value, so people take it out. That and the Heli Trooper are like two of the cards that I see people take out that I haven't been able to play this yet with the amount of times that I've played this deck. The Heli Trooper has come in clutch multiple times. So I feel like this is good. What else did I have on hand? Dude, Pure Steel Paladin for the fucking win. Holy shit. I think this is my first game playing with Pure Steel Paladin. He is insane. He is insane. He just makes me equip for free, dude, on anything. And then I'd get cards. This was the ultimate combo right here. Can be destroyed because it has Shroud. I get to equip things for free. I get to draw cards when equipments come in. Every time I attack with Bloodforge Axe, I get to make a copy of it. So I'm just getting so much. I drew more cards from this combo than Cloud. That is crazy. That is crazy. Of course, this is the big hitter. I hate that no flying. Even if I had Heli Trooper, right? Like, this doesn't matter. This is the other card that I had on hand. Permanents you control gain indestructible until end of turn. If the spell was casted from exile, prevent all damage that would have been dealt to you. So like, it wasn't completely dead. It would have been really good to just have as an instant. So basically, yeah, I mean, it's pretty good. Yeah, that's not bad. This is kind of what my hand looked like at the end. This is what I had. Wrecking Ball arm, Forge Anew. Both still had value because worst case scenario, Forge Anew could have given me the ability to equip things whenever I wanted. This would have let me deal with a lot of the squirrels if I didn't find Trample. Living Weapon would have just given me a fat fucking buff, dude. +1/+1 for all the artifacts that I had, which I had like 8 Battle Forge axes or whatever, Blood Forge axes, Lightning Greaves. Yeah, that would have been insane. So wasn't dead. So that's good to know. I just like to know at the end of the game what was dead on my hand, you know? Summoning Materia, was that dead on my hand? You may look at the top part of your library. at any time. As long as his equipment is attached to a creature, you may cast a creature spell from the top, potentially allowing me to. That's value. That doesn't seem dead. There just would have been. It could have been. There were just other priorities, I guess. Yeah, and then this. The card Mandate of Peace. If you add a second combat, does it work? Use the card Mandate. Wait. This is. I think I fucked up. Equipment creature has double strike. Whenever equipped, a creature attacks. If it deals. If it's the first combat phase, doesn't this trigger twice? Wouldn't I get two extra combat phases because of this? Let me look at the card you're talking about. Because isn't that how Tifa works? Card and peace. For 2 mana, instant, cast this spell only during combat. Your opponents can't cast spell this turn. And the combat phase. How would that work? And combat. I should run authority. Let's see what this one. Authority is a 1 mana enchantment. Creatures your opponent control enter tap. Whenever a creature an opponent controls enters, you gain 1. Yeah, it stacks but reduces their defensive ability, especially when the board wipe happens. Mandate of Peace and Authority of Con. Let's see. I guess let me pull it up here. I mean, 1 mana each. Creatures your opponent controls enters tap. Whenever your creature an opponent controls enters, you gain 1 life. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that would slow people down a lot, right? I can come in with haste. That would allow Cloud to kind of keep up because he's so expensive, right? He's I mean 5 mana, and then if they take him out once, then it's 7. If they take him out again, that's 9. So yeah, putting something like that would slow things. Yeah, putting something like that would slow things down a little bit, especially when he's finally on the field. So especially if they have token creation, right? Just like he did. That's true. And I just gained life off of him. That would help. Honestly, that's true, because I feel like a big weakness is obviously if I don't have trample, right? I have to, and I'm dealing with someone that goes wide, that can just chump block a lot of my things. So if they're just like hella going wide, then I can just, you know, tap the creatures out as they come in, and I gain life. So that would be a good strategy against token decks. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, that's insane. I do run a good amount of board wipes. I feel like I get really good board wipes on my end whenever I play these so far. I basically won this because of a board wipe, right? And then I won the game I played previously because of a board wipe as well. I played like a blasphemous act, right? Because a lot of they end up being a very one-sided, especially the red ones, because they do damage to creatures, and my creatures are just so fucking big, it doesn't even matter. So board wiping and then putting this on there and having the creatures tap or enter tap, that's kind of fucked up. I guess I'll need to think of the utility on the mandate of peace. Yeah, how would that all work? How would that all work? Bam, 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 bam. Here's a card that I have not cut from the deck because I also stop treasure tokens. I feel like treasure tokens are kind of going in. Blind obedience. Let's see. Artifacts and creatures your opponent control enter the battlefield tab. Right. I kind of like the idea of maybe artifacts and creatures, right? So it's both. I don't gain the life, but that's okay. Do I rather have artifacts enter tab over gaining life? I guess so. It costs one more, which isn't that bad. Whenever you cast spell, you may pay. You do. Each opponent loses one life, and you gain that much life. Wait. Oh, it has extort on it. Whenever I cast a spell, I can pay one. Interesting. Is extort just a thing forever? Yeah, I guess so, right? Look at this, I guess. Whenever you cast a spell, you may pay one mana. If you do, and each opponent loses one life, and you gain that much life. So you just... That's actually better. that's just this. But better? I guess it wouldn't really pay off that much because I don't have that much I don't have that many. I mean, I'm casting spells. Like it's not creature specific, right? And I would have, I mean, I feel like so far I've had pretty good mana opened up, especially if I'm attacking and I have treasures, right? For one treasure, you know, I can gain 3 life. Everyone loses 1. It's a small little drain. Yeah, I like it. Do I like it better than this? Maybe, but I also like the art on this. I haven't been able to cut Tifa though, because I love the double combat stuff. I feel like it works really well with Cloud. But I guess what I'm wondering is with Tifa, when she attacks with double strike and it's your first combat phase, that triggers twice, right? So if Tifa has double strike, gets to do player damage, then you take 2 extra combat turns after this one, right? And then would that just work the same with this? So instead of just doing an extra combat turn, wouldn't I just do another? 2 more? Consult is, let's see, consult. Consult the Necro Sages, is that the one? No. Consult. Oh wait, I see. I see. Authority of Consoles or Foundry of Consoles? The Consoles. Yeah, I feel like that was kind of what was happening there, right? Like there's a lot of authority. There, yeah, I was having to deal. Wait, oh, you're saying, or you're just talking about the other one? Sorry, I forgot that's what the other card was called. Yeah, I like it. I feel like I mean, that's kind of that is the weakness of this, right? How many trample things with trample do I have? I feel like maybe I just need to add more trample stuff. You know? It's just adding, because then I feel like that's also very anti-token, right? If I just add more trample, instead of him having to only block with one squirrel, he would have to block with multiple squirrels, right? So I think maybe either adding something like this or just adding more trample would have helped me with this issue that I had. I just added this too. I just got this today. That would have been fun. Yeah, how many things with trample do I have? Hold on. Let's see. Maybe not enough. Maybe I don't have enough evasion. I mean, here's one evasion. But it's not trample though. I guess technically maybe that would be another evasion if I have 30 more life, but again, not trample. I just got this today as well. It's not as good as a Swords of Feast and Famine, but it's kind of like a Swords of Feast and Famine light. It is an aura, not instead of an equipment, so that sucks. I also picked this up today, and he joins up. It's a removal for 4 mana. I can kill something with 5 damage, and then on top of that, if a legendary creature you control triggers, I get to trigger it again. That's pretty free. Here's our first trample. 1 trample. I still have Basilisk Collar in here. Death Touch Lifelink. That would have been another option for the lifelink. Do I really only have 1 card with trample? What am I doing? I have the flying guy. Oh, here it is. Here's another one. Reaver Cleaver. Equipment treat a creature gets +1/+1 has trample, and then I get tokens. Here's another one. And then I get tokens. Trample and lifelink. That would have been really nice. You know? More tutors. Let's see. Any other things with the keyword trample? I really thought I had more trample. Maybe I'm just... Maybe I'm fucking up. Fucking up bad, dude. Here's another one. That would have been nuts. Absolutely nuts. Wow, I thought I actually had more trample stuff. Maybe that, okay, that's my That's a weakness as well. I have a total of 5 cards that have trample. Reaver Cleaver that gives me +1/+1 and then gives me tokens based on the damage. +2/+2 trample lifelink. All modified creatures get vigilance and trample. Living weapon, indestructible, trample, first strike, haste. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a creature, exile that creature. Insane. And then there's a little trick right here for 2 mana. So that's not good. I should probably cut certain things and give things, find ways to give it more trample more easily. All right. I do like that card though. Let me see. Authority of Cons. I wonder if I did I pull one of those? I only opened a few packs of singles. I scanned all my singles though. So I can just double check. No. I did not pull any of those. I'm gonna just is that the one that discounts 1? Is that the I think that's the one, right? The Assassin's Creed discounts 1 on equipment and then equip. I think I was looking at that one. Let me pull it up. Oh wait, no, I'm thinking of the wrong one. I thought I was thinking about the Assassin's Creed one. I forget what the Assassin's Creed one is worth. I think this might be good. I think I actually was looking at something today that made me think about this. So, whenever a creature you control that's enchanted or equipped attacks, that creature gains double strike until end of turn. For 2, 2/2, for 2. I mean, that seems pretty good. There was some sort of I think I watched someone's video today and they recommended it because of a combination with something else. I mean, it seems good. I guess for 2, you just give double strike to, I mean, everything, right? So you can potentially proc off. I mean, it's another way to proc off Tifa. I'm gonna add it to my considering. I kind of like it. What is that? What is that Assassin's Creed one though? Which one is the Assassin's Creed one that gives a discount? I passed on it before. What is it called? No. Okay, let me look at EDH Rec, I guess. I know it has to be on there. Cloud. X Soldier. Let me see what people are running on here. This is what I really want. Whenever Cloud enters, search your library. Search your library for an equipment card, reveal it, and put it into your hand, then shuffle. I feel like I need more. I don't think I have any I have things that can bring things back from the graveyard. I don't have things that can search my library for it. And as long as Cloud is equipped, if an ability would trigger because of it. So like Reaver Cleaver on this Cloud would go insane because I would just get double the treasure tokens. And then if I could had something like the Master Smith, would give it double strike, and I would get, yeah, that would go insane. There, this is the one. Headmaster, not Master Smith, Headmaster. So I initially looked at this card and I was like, I don't think that's that worth it. You know, it is discounting an equipment for one, and then the equipped ability for one, but I have like things that make things free. So like, is it even worth it? But I mean, I think it might be worth it. Like, for example, Behemoth Sledge, right? 3 mana, and then 3 to equip. With this, it costs 2 to play, and then 2 to equip. So before it was 6, now it's 4? I mean, maybe that's not even the better example. I feel like early game, this might be pretty good. I mean, Pip-Boy, right? You get to cast that for free, and then you get to equip it for 1. So instead of paying 3, you're paying 1. Early game. If you had that in your starting hand, I feel like you get pretty good value. Shuriken, early game. Pay 1, pay 2. You pay 2 to cast it and equip it. Dude, that's insane. It might be kind of worth. It might be more worth it because it's the equipment spell cast. Even if I have things that make the first thing be free, or just in general, I can have things for free, right? Even then, I can still get a 1 mana discount on equipment, even if I have this card at the end game. So like maybe that could be worth. I did pick up one of these. I did. Because I really like the 2 getting a second attack phase. I only have attack phase. I only have 2 things that enable that though. Which makes me think maybe I should just build Tifa. You know what I mean? If I enjoy the multiple combats so much, maybe I should just build Tifa. But like, I kind of want to maybe I'm spreading too thin, but I kind of want to, I don't want to build a full new deck. I just want to upgrade the Cloud one for now, and eventually build a designated Tifa deck with multiple combat phases. Because Lightning Army of 1, First Strike, Trample, Lifelink, already would be a good creature to put things on. For 3, you get a 3/2. Whenever lightning deals combat damage to a player until your next turn, if a source will deal damage to that player or a permanent that player controls, it deals double damage, dude. So I could just go in, smack it, and then go into a second combat and then fucking deal bad damage. Crazy. I'm so mad. I do have Rogue's Passage. I did not pull it. I was just getting into Magic collecting whenever Modern Horizons 3 came out. Dude, I think I pulled maybe 2 or 3 Esper Sentinels. Maybe 2. And I sold them. I should have just kept 1. I'm a goober, man. $50. 41. Jesus Christ. I mean, it seems like people are running it. 19% of all of decks of 6,416 decks are running it. A lot of people are running like mana ramp stuff. I feel like I don't need to. I feel like I do pretty good. Maybe I'm just getting lucky. I don't understand how people play this though. 6 mana with just vigilance. At the beginning of your combat on your turn, you may attach any number of equipments you control to target creature. I guess it's like a second pure steel paladin, right? In a sense, but like shittier. Ooh, so this is one I was looking at today as well. This might be pretty good actually. 2 mana. For 1 mana, you can exile target creature from a graveyard. If it was a permanent card, put a +1/1 on Lion Sash. I think it's good. I think having more grave hate stuff and being able to exile things out of people's graveyards is very valuable. And I don't have enough of that in this deck as well. Like I have the land that I can sacrifice and exile graveyards, but I feel like that's pretty good utility. And then equipment, and I can just do that for 1 mana, right? It's a good outlet. If I have extra land, it's a good outlet to use it. Equipped a creature gets +1/+1 for each +1/+1 counters on Lion Sash. Great. Lovely. Reconfigure for 2. Attach to a target creature you control or untouch it from a creature. So yeah, reconfigure lets you equip and unequip. I feel like this card is kind of, I haven't really heard about it that much. It seems really good though. I kind of hate this card, but also would have gone insane with the Blood Forge Axe. That would have gone insane. Yeah, I mean, I could just get a Steel Shaper's Gift. I got a borderless out of I bought the Commander Masters Eldrazi deck, so I can just smash it to to the Modern Horizons 3 Eldrazi deck, and out of the Collector's Boosters, I got a full art of the Steel Shaper's Gift, but I sold it. Probably should have kept it. Would have been nice to have. Would have been nice to have now. I mean, yeah, Excalibur would be really nice. Hammer of Nasan would be really nice. Here's another one that's not. So, okay, yeah, you have, out of the equipments that are being ran, what do I not have? Don't have Swords of Feast and Famine. Way too expensive. I am so good. I'm going to try the Bear Umbra and see how well that does. Excalibur Sword of Eden would be insane. This spell costs X less to cast when X is the total mana value of Historics. I mean, insane. Literally borderline free. Equipment creature gets +10/+10 and has Vigilance. Really good. So it could be very cheap to cast and equip. Just give it a big buff. But also like no trample, you know? This lets me search. Wait. Another equipment creature enters the battlefield under your control. You may attach that equipment. So it lets me do things for free. I feel like it should be an artifact ETB deck of Cloud. That makes him connect. Just having more. Like Wedding Invitation. Do I have this? I feel like I might have this. Just draw a card. Sacrifice target creature can't be blocked this turn. It's a vampire. It also gains. More. You're thinking more ATBs? This just lets you equip for free. That's too expensive. Here's a equipment that I don't have that I might pick up because it's pretty cheap. I mean, $3, $2 to $3. Equipment creature gets +1/+1 for each land you control. And then it's like 2 and a 3. That seems really good. I feel like I should have that. Thinking if you have, so if I have like, yeah, just like the core equipment attached already, then just have more equipments that proc off other equipment abilities and stuff on top of their ATBs. Yeah, yeah. Ramp stacks. I feel like ramp is okay for now. I do need more draw stuff would be fun. I feel like that was a pretty decent draw, but most of my draw that game was from the Battle Forge, so like it's never, as long as I can hit with Cloud and other creatures, then I can draw cards. Tutors would be good though. I feel like tutors would be very good, and then things that help him connect. I feel like I should prioritize adding more of those. Yeah, those specifically. At least that's how I feel. Things that just, so more trample or more tutors, maybe. And if I can add more card draw as well, yeah. I feel like, I mean, you can always have more card draw. This one seems pretty good. Spell costs 1 less for each attacking creature you control. And then whenever it enters the battlefield, attach it to a target creature you control. Equipped a creature gets +1/+1 and has double strike and trample. So it's a 6 mana, has flash, but you don't have to equip it. So like if I have minimum 2 things attacking, then that becomes a 4 mana. It becomes 4 mana. I don't have to pay the equip cost. And it gets double strike and trample. And it has flash. That seems pretty good. That seems like we love double. We want more. I want more double strike. I want more trample. And it's like a battle trick. You know, they don't expect it. Boom, slap. Oh, they're not gonna block this creature. All right, it has double strike now with trample. Or oh, they're gonna block this thing. It has double strike. Yeah, I was like, yeah, that's a good fucking trade-off. Honestly, that's a good card. It has 2 creep. I feel like it has 2 keywords that I really want right now, or I like. I like the double strike, and I need more trample, right? This one seems pretty nuts. I would like to pick this one up at some point. It's 6. Equipped a creature has base power and toughness XX, where X is your total life, dude. Insane. Anything else with either flying or unblockable equipment wise here? Equipped creature has War 2, is an assassin additional to other types, and can be blocked. 2 mana for 3, and it equips for 1 on a legendary creature. That's for 2 and can be blocked for 3. That seems like a need to be added. That seems like that is really good. Again, yeah. That seems like really good. What's another here with either evasion stuff here? I have a masterwork of ingenuity, but I took it out because it just felt kind of dead in my hand. Because how many legendary artifacts do I have? That's the question. Out of I mean, how many can I make copies of? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I mean, there's a good amount of things I can copy. Master of Ingenuity for 1. Maybe I should re-add that back in and try it out a little bit more. I mean, oh, here's another card I was looking at. Equipped a creature has trample, and whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, put that many 1/1 counters on it. $11 though. I mean, I guess this is also like $8 on TCG low, $9 TCG low. That's pretty good. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, put that many +1/1 counters on it. And I can just move it to something else and have that gain +1/1 counters. Trample. Anything else with trample? Equipped a creature gets +2/+2, has trample and haste, and is a samurai in addition to those other types. And it enters as a 1/1 hero. For 3. For 3, you're getting a 3/3 with trample and haste. And then you can pay 5 to equip it to something else. Can come in. You just swing out. Maybe kill something. If it dies, all good. The equipment is still there. I have this coming as well. You may cast or in equipments as though they had flash. Whenever equipment enters the battlefield under your control, you may attach it to. So it just makes things free. Mantle. Did you mention Mantle of the Ancients? Did you say that at some point, or am I crazy? I have this seems really fun. I feel like there's some crazy combos with this. Untap all creatures. So for 3, you get an enchantment. That for 5, you can untap all creatures you control. After this phase, there is an additional combat phase followed by an additional main phase. Play this ability only anytime you could play a sorcery. So like, if I can figure out how to make a, 5 treasure tokens, right? With either Reaver Cleaver or something else, and we're cooking. Double strike, Reaver Cleaver. Give me my tokens with Cloud. He gets 2. Yeah, I mean he gets two treasure tokens just off of him. So I would need to get at least 3 more mana and just do that again. I feel like this seems pretty nuts. I feel like this type of card would push it would get closer to like a bracket 3, and then we'll start getting into like, then we'll need to start competing at a different level. Spell, what is it called? Spell book. Let's see something. What am I looking at? I'm trying to see. All right, let's look at this. Look at this. So this website is really cool. I use it sometimes. Commander's Spell Book. You can just put a deck and see if there's any potential combos within there. I mean, here it is. Aggravated Assault. Reaver Cleaver. Repercussion. Whenever a creature is dealt damage, Repercussion deals that much damage to a creature's controller. That's pretty good. That seems kind of fucking double-sided, two-sided blade there, you know? If I'm hitting them, they're hitting me. Ooh, there's 2 combos with this. Oh, there it is. Jumbo Cactar. Sheltering Word. Sheltering Word. It also includes a fog since your deck doesn't go wide and cloud is green. Target creature you control gains hexproof until end of turn. You may gain life equal to that creature's toughness. It's pretty good. Do I have a fog? I don't necessarily have a fog. I have other stuff. Not specifically just fog though. I mean, I have like phase out stuff. Fog would be nice because sometimes I just don't want to take damage. I mean, I have a Teferi's protection. If I want to push this to a bracket 3. I took it out and put a clever concealment back in because I didn't want to push it to a bracket 3. I want to stay within B2 for now, and then if I want to add more like infinite combos, kind of more infinite combos, more tutoring, and then maybe 2 more game changers, then I can take it there. This combo seems pretty nuts though. I like this. If I wanted to have like some sort of infinite combo. Reaver Cleaver, Aggravated Assault on the battlefield. The Reaver Cleaver attaches to a creature with power 5 or greater that can attack this turn. An opponent is unable to block the creature with the Reaver Cleaver. Okay, so if you have a creature with 5 or greater and that can attack and cannot be blocked, here's what you do. Deal combat damage to a player with the creature that has the Reaver Cleaver. The creature triggers, creating at least 6 treasure tokens. Move to your post-combat main phase. Activate 5 treasure tokens by tapping and sacrificing them. Adding 5 mana. Activate Aggravated Assault by paying 5. Untapping all creatures you control and causing you to have an additional combat phase. and then just do it again. Right. Right. Because if your creature is 4 or greater with Reaver Cleaver, it only gives it 5. So you can keep doing you can chain combat phases, but if you're able to have a creature with 5 or greater, then this gives it 6, which then you can pay 5, then you'll just keep having an additional treasure token every time you go into combat and you swing out, which will give you infinite mana. Yeah, that's insane. Bilbo's ring, that would be sick. Just off of being Bilbo's ring. Bill. Did I spell it wrong? Bill. Did I spell Bilbo? Or is it just called Bilbo? Oh, I see. Bilbo's ring. As long as it's your turn, equip the creature has hexproof and can be blocked. Okay, we love hexproof. We don't like Shroud. Shroud is annoying. Whenever equip the creature attacks alone, you draw a card and you lose 1 life. So if I were to put this on Cloud, he has hexproof. He can be blocked. Right? And then I will only be able to draw 1 card. I'll only be able to draw 1 card because of Cloud, right? Yeah, because you want to swing out with more equipped creatures. And then I lose 1 life. Yeah, I feel like it shuts him down. It could be good just to, like, if you're just gonna KO. You know? The thing is, attacking with multiple creatures is really good because obviously you draw cards. But there's times that just Cloud can just kill. So do you rather draw cards more than 1? I mean, you get to draw 2 cards off of Cloud if this is equipped on him. So do you rather... How many times do I find myself attacking with 2 or more creatures with Cloud? Not that often, at least so far. So this guarantees two cards minimum, and I can potentially start dealing just commander damage. I mean, is that terrible? It is a little anti-Cloud. It costs 4 to equip too, so like moving it around, if I don't have anything that makes it free or discounted, could be a little expensive. If I want to not attack alone, it could be interesting. I like the idea of hexproof and can be blocked though. That's nuts. Is there any other card that has hexproof and can be blocked all in the same text and within the same card? That would be nuts. Wait. Yeah. What if I just run like... What if I just run like sphere grid on this? What if I just run sphere grid? Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, put 1/1 counters on that creature. Creatures you control with +1/1 counters on them have reach and trample. That would help me against anti-flyers, or be against flyers, which I don't have many flyers. And I have trample for 2. I would have to do player damage. That could be a little tough to proc off though. Because if I can't do the player damage, then I can't put the +1/1 counters on it. And I don't have that many things that put +1/1 counters on things. But then once I do have it, maybe instead of this, something that's like modified creatures get trample and or reach. Yeah. Maybe like modified. Something about like creature tokens attacking, drawing. Yeah. That's true. I think treasure tokens. What do I need to be able to get more treasure tokens? I need to be able to swing more, right? Wealth and power. 2+2 protection from instants and from sorceries. Okay. How much is this card? I already just read that, and it's like I already feel like it's expensive. Whenever equipped a creature deals combat damage to a player, create a treasure token. Whenever you cast the next instant or sorcery spell this turn, copy that spell. You may choose a new target. That's good protection. It helps me not die from instants and sorceries, right? But I'm not gonna be really swinging because I'm not really protected against other creatures. I'm only gonna create 1 treasure token, but I do get to make a copy of instants and sorceries, which I have about 12 instants and 8 sorceries, which I don't know, they're not that great. I mean, yeah, and 8 of my sorceries are, I mean, the majority of my sorceries are just board wipes. Like, you wouldn't want to copy a board wipe. Yeah. But it's not it's only creating 1 token, right? Whenever equipped a creature deals combat damage. Oh, so per equipped creature, I create a token, not just 1, right? Whenever equipped a creature, yeah. Okay. That's better than I that is better. How much is this card? I just feel like I need this. You want to buy me this? 25 bucks, man. I'll pay you back. What? Oh, there's a new one. But see, for that price, I might as well just pay this. Equipped a creature gets +2/+2 protection from black and green, which, like, most removal is in black, right? And then most mana dorks, kind of low level grunts, a lot of mana dorks are in green as well, right? So I mean, I guess it doesn't matter if I'm protecting from green. They'll still block me, right? They'll still be, yeah, they're still able to block you, right? If you have protection, you just won't take the damage. It would be able to discard, and then I untap all my lands. You know, 25 isn't terrible for that. More land. How do I draw more cards? I just need to attack with more creatures. In order to be able to attack, get more, currently, in order to get more treasure tokens, I need to constantly attack, be able to get minimum 2. I have Reaver Cleaver, I have Professional Face Breaker. I don't have anything really else. Treasure token generating. I do have Any Joins Up though. That triggers that twice. Any Joins Up triggers all legendary triggers twice, right? So that would help my cloud get more value, which means more treasure tokens, more drawing, and then if I can just get more combat turns, then I can just keep doing that. Any Joins Up is a really good card, I think, in this then. Yeah, it's a lot to think. There's a lot of cards. I do like, let's see, out of the cards you mentioned, I do like this one. I feel like people would hate me playing this though. I feel like they would absolutely hate me. I kind of like the idea of this. This could be good as well. Because if I'm getting double strike and I have something that gives me extra turns. You know what? I do think that enchantment that lets me, I think this enchantment, I think I need this enchantment. Because I think where I get the most value is when I attack, right? And if I'm able to attack, so I just need things, I think I need trample or can be blocked and then be able to attack more often. I think if I do that, I can get both more treasures and draw. I think that's what I'm going to focus on. Trying to figure that out. Either more trample, can be blocked, and allow me to get more combats in. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to go to sleep though. Jesus Christ. My brain is fried off of just thinking about magic, man. Jesus. I need to stop. Magic's such a fun game though. Jesus. Well, all right. Thank you so much for joining me today. Cardboard, thank you for being here. If anyone else is out there lurking, I appreciate you being a lurker. If you're watching this as a VOD on YouTube or on Twitch, and you want to see more of my shenanigans playing Commander, I guess follow me on wherever the hell you're watching this. I think that was pretty fun playing with people online. I think sometimes finding random people on there and trying to stream it is not a great idea, but we got lucky this time. I feel like it was an enjoyable game. All right, I'm out. Have a good night. Have a good day wherever you are, and I'll see you next time, probably next week, because I'm going out of town this weekend. Good freaking bye. See you later. And my camera froze. That was hilarious.